1930, Anoka, Minnesota. The Halloween capital hauntings. In the Halloween capital of the world, some faces in the crowd don't belong to the living. It began with laughter, lanterns, and parades. Every October, as autumn leaves burned orange and gold, the small town of Anoka transformed itself into something extraordinary. In the 1930s, they declared it boldly. This would be the Halloween capital of the world. Children marched in costumes, floats wound through the streets, and bonfires lit up the night sky. What was meant to be joy, however, carried with it something darker. For as the celebrations grew, so did the stories. Locals whispered that the veil between the living and the dead seemed thinner in Anoka than anywhere else. Shopkeepers closing up late reported seeing pale faces peering from upstairs windows long emptied of tenants. Marchers in the parades sometimes felt a hand brush theirs, only to turn and find no one there. One family living above Main Street swore they heard the sound of children's footsteps racing down the hall every Halloween night, though their own children were away at the festivities. The strange events became a rhythm. Every year on October 31st, as the drums and trumpets echoed through town, shadows slipped into the alleys and stood at windows, watching the revelry. Some believed the celebrations themselves had stirred the past awake, that by making Halloween so large, Anoka had drawn the attention of those who could not rest. The backstory deepened the chill. Long before parades and pumpkin contests, this land held its own tragedies. Fires in the 19th century swept through Anoka's wooden buildings, leaving ashes where families once lived. The Rum River, winding past the town, carried more than just water. Drownings and accidents left stories of voices calling from the banks. And deeper still, the land belonged first to the Dakota, who spoke of spirits in the woods and warned that some places could never be fully claimed by the living. The twist lay not just in the hauntings, but in how they mirrored the celebrations. In the 1940s, parade goers swore they saw figures in old-fashioned clothing marching alongside them. Women in pioneer dresses, men in soot-streaked work shirts. Yet none were part of the floats. In the 1960s, photographs of the Halloween festival revealed extra faces in the crowds, blurred but unmistakably watching. And in recent years, shop cameras along Main Street recorded reflections in glass, spectral images appearing only on Halloween night, never before or after. For a town that prided itself on being the Halloween capital, perhaps it was inevitable. The costumes, the bonfires, the pageantry, all of it may have done more than entertain. It may have invited. Locals began to wonder if Anoka's great claim to fame had become a beacon, a yearly signal flare that called to those who lingered in between. Today, the parades still march, the pumpkins still glow, and the children still laugh. Yet in the corners of Anoka, people watch carefully on Halloween night. They know that some of the faces in the crowd don't belong to neighbors or tourists. They belong to those who return each year, drawn by the noise, the lights, and the living who unknowingly dance on the edge of their world. And so, every October 31st, Anoka lives up to its title, not just as the Halloween capital of the world, but as a place where the holiday itself awakens the dead.